What's going on, guys? Welcome into another episode of
Milk Talk. Almost a dogs.
Yeah, Milk Talk. Episode 4? Episode 4, guys.
4 weeks in.
Man, 4 weeks into this milk talking stuff, and, you know, I still ain't got no milk.
But got no milk. We're not muted this time.
Gage ain't muted. Congratulations.
Woo.
Round of applause for Gage.
Speaking of Gage.
Let's get into this, Gage.
Oh,
He got a jersey, guys.
the Dicker, the kicker.
Yeah. Got a Dicker the kicker.
Represent. Pick him up. Pick
Yeah.
him up in your fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
Dicker the kicker. Perfect.
Dicker the kicker. But, Gage, speaking of Dicker the kicker, so why on earth are you a Chargers fan?
Wow. Right off the rip. Okay.
Right off the rip. Let's get into this.
I just
milk
want to
talk.
say, everyone talks shit about my Chargers. Hurts my feelings. They're a good team. They're a good team. They have a shit coach and way too injury prone. That's not small enough. You gotta make it smaller. There you go. Yeah. I like them because I originally last year when we were
You
playing
got cheese out there?
last year when I was playing fantasy,
Cheese with that one?
I did not have a team, and I hadn't played fantasy in probably like 3 years before last year.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a team, and I was just kind of watching who was ever on my team. And I had Keenan Allen on my team. That motherfucker was hurt all year.
I know. I tried to trade for him multiple times.
And I was like, no, if I draft him this high, I'm going to keep him. He was on my IR forever, just living there. But when he came back, stud. Keenan Allen is a stud. And, I was like, man, I don't know what team to pick. I really liked Breece Hall last year. He was a rookie, then he went out with his ACL. I was like trying to figure it out. And then just scrolling on YouTube, watching a lot of shorts. That's what I be doing in my free time sometimes. Watching shorts. Chargers social media team. It just brought all the players to life for me. You got to see like things outside of football.
Yeah.
All these guys just have super good chemistry. They're just all friendly, nice people. They all seem like, they just love what they do.
Yeah.
And it was really easy to get behind, honestly. I was like, hell yeah. If in a different world, some other team randomly popped up and I like them, who knows what I would like. I mean, maybe the Eagles. They have a good social media team too. But I'm glad I picked the Chargers. I really like Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Hopefully you come back next year, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
We better sign him. Eckler, a little bitch sometimes, but we like him. Joey Bosa, fuck Joey Bosa. We got Tui this year. He's fucking awesome. Hopefully we replace him. Khalil Mack, an absolute stud. Will probably be like a Hall of Famer one day, maybe. And then, Dicker the kicker,
Yeah.
I just love watching the guys. It sucks that our coach sucks, I mean,
Yeah.
sign Belichick, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Belichick, though, if you guys sign him, like I said,
I know, I heard that.
That social media probably gone aspect of it
It's-
because he doesn't like that attention.
I don't understand why.
Just doesn't
Like
like
you said
it.
earlier, though, he'd get like a culture shock because
Yeah.
LA?
Both. LA would, the Chargers would get a culture shock and Bill Belichick would get a culture
he'd be
shock.
like, what why is everybody recording in this fucking place?
Yeah.
Get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, who's this old man?
Yeah.
They have a lot of clash, but I mean, it would have been the same thing, honestly, if we got Sean Payton last year.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been like almost the exact same way.
I mean, I don't know if it would have been as bad because he was coaching New Orleans for so long. That's kind of a culture shock for a lot of people when you go, like, especially where we're from in Indiana, we go down to New Orleans, they got all this Cajun stuff, all that, all the, that Southern style type stuff, the New Orleans jazz and stuff like that.
Yeah. Completely different, yeah. It's like a different world.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, yeah. It's like the Chargers. Hate watching them lose. Love watching them win. Hate watching them go 0-6 now on one-scoring games. We gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Next year's gonna be a hard one for us, guys. A lot of people on contract ending next year, and we're gonna be over the cap.
Cap casualties.
See who we cut. Hopefully, no one cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably never
Cut
happened.
Joshua Kelly
He's staying
and Bosa.
for life. Both of them.
Send both to the 49ers so him and his brother can be homies.
Yeah.
Why do you like the Packers, Trey? I know you always come in here with this guy.
Yeah.
He's always wearing the Darnold Savage jersey.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
why do you like him?
I mean, Gage, I've been a Packers fan my whole life, you know. My dad, growing up, we just used to watch it all the time. He was a Packers fan, and I can't even tell you why he was a Packers fan. He just, that was just the team we watched growing up. That's the team I watched growing up. We had the NFL Sunday ticket. It was always a Packers game on. We had a ton of Packer stuff. You see my cheese head. I got a cheese head that's older than I am. My uncle got from Lambeau. Me, I've never been to Lambeau. I've never seen a Packers game live. Okay.
And your first one's going to be at Lambeau, you said, right?
Yeah, that'd be the first one I go to because I want it to be something special. Because Lambeau's an historic facility and stuff. But I just remember growing up watching Reggie White, Brett Favre,
Brett Favre.
Yeah, Antonio Freeman, watching all them play, dude. And it was just Leroy Butler. I just enjoyed watching them. That Reggie White, my all-time favorite Packer player.
Where's your Reggie White jersey at?
I got one at the house.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's too small for me, though.
You gotta frame it.
Yeah. It's like a different one. It's not a modern one, right? It's an older one. But my dad, he bought me one of those T-shirts. It had a little Favre on the back and a little 4. Like when I was, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years old.
I used to have one of those for Peyton Manning whenever I was a kid.
Yeah, but just always been a Packers fan, man. It just, just never been able. I mean, it brings me a lot of joy when I'm watching them.
Think of your dad.
I think of my dad a lot when I'm watching them.
Oh, yeah.
When they lose, they piss me the fuck off.
Oh, trust me, when they win, it makes them very happy.
It's awesome when you're watching them with somebody and they win too.
Yeah.
Like just like earlier when me and when me and Jimmy were talking about old stuff, right? Just remembering old stuff.
Yeah.
Like I told you we were getting pissed thinking of like old shit, and neither one of us were talking shit to each other. We were just thinking of old shit that happened to the team, to our teams, and it's just it's just always been fun. There was a game like November 6th, 2000, Monday night. I remember laying there, Monday Night Football, 2000. I was like, 8 years old, watching Antonio Freeman catch his ball from Brett Favre, dude, in overtime to beat the Vikings. Just awesome, dude. Just such an iconic play. He caught it laying on the ground. Dude didn't touch him. Got up, ran it in overtime to win. Al Michaels is like, he did what? Like, it's just awesome. Just like remembering stuff like that, But there's just all kinds of players. There's players from other teams and stuff that I enjoyed watching, growing up, like Randy Moss and stuff. There's just people. There's people I love watching.
I mean, yeah. You guys know I like all these teams.
Yeah.
Trey says I have
16
favorite teams.
16 favorite teams. But no, just historic. Just my whole life been a Packers fan, man.
Growing up, my dad still is a massive Colts fan. Loves watching the Colts. Been to multiple games. That's where we're from, Indiana.
Yeah.
And he is not happy about me being a Chargers fan. He hates it.
Yeah.
I think he wishes I was a Colts fan, but
Jim
Irsay kind of a bitch.
Yeah, Jim Irsay is a bitch. But my daughter, she likes the Dolphins just because she likes Dolphins, right? Like,
yeah.
It is what it is. Like, my sister, she's a Bengals fan because she had to go to the hospital in Cincinnati a couple times for her elbow when she was a kid. She's like, I just like the team now. So, like,
okay.
But she cheers for them. She has some Bengals stuff, when I was growing up, my mom always said she was a Vikings fan because, we went to North Posey, Vikings. Yeah. So like that was our school mascot in high school was a Viking, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a Vikings fan." I'm like, "Shut up." But Gage, there's something I want to ask you though.
Go ahead.
So, Thanksgiving, a while back, I just wanted to see. Do you think having halftime shows on Thanksgiving is worth it? Because it's not the Super Bowl, and they don't get paid to do it, and the people that go in to do it, you got to pay for everything that they're putting into it for themselves.
Here's my problem with it, right? So, like I said earlier, Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was fun. Everybody likes Dolly Parton. You're not going to hear somebody be like, "Oh, I hate Dolly Parton." But Jack Harlow, that's kind of weird. Jack Harlow is kind of weird. And they censored half his lines. And it didn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Like you said, they had to pay for all their stuff. The set looked terrible. And on top of it, the Thursday night game didn't even have a halftime show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing one.
So I don't get it.
I mean, because that last one, right? That just got added, I don't know, like 5-10 years ago, right? Dallas and Detroit have always had Thanksgiving. From like as far as back as I can remember, they have always had Thanksgiving in Detroit, in Dallas. Don't know why they chose those places, but in Detroit, in Dallas, I would assume because you think of America, Detroit. That's where like the automotive industry started type stuff. So that's what kickstarted America. Dallas, everybody thinks of Texas when they think of America from out of the, and Dallas, Texas, they're like one of the biggest, idolized fans or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the world. So I would assume that's why. But that's just me talking. I don't know if that's why they chose those two.
I don't think that we should have halftime shows. I mean, they're for random games. Right?
Yeah.
They're fine.
And dude, to be honest, Gage, I don't even think the halftime show during the Super Bowl is worth the fuck. To be honest,
I think that's different. I think that's different.
Because half of them suck most time.
They're too old. Usher, shoot me in the comments. Usher being the Super Bowl halftime show this year, or I guess next year, right?
Yeah.
Weird. I don't
I mean, the thing is with Usher, though, you can bring in Little John with him. You can bring in, all these other people.
Anybody's ever worked with. He's worked with so many people. But I feel like they should bring in people who are more mutually liked. Because Usher, you've probably heard a song before, but you're never like, "Oh, Usher,"
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people are just like, "Usher is my favorite artist."
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know anyone who says that. But I feel like they should bring in more not iconic, because the older you get, the worse you sound.
Yeah.
I think they should bring in more relevant people of the times. Who's the biggest artist right now? I wouldn't really know. I don't really know who's the biggest artist.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
I mean, yeah, Taylor, but she'll never do it. She already said that.
Yeah.
Or Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Anybody who's up and coming. I feel like the Super Bowl is the perfect spot for them to get their big fame. They're already
you're saying get somebody that's not fully stardomed, just starting up,
they're popping right now. Yeah, I think they should get relevant people every time, because the one with oh my gosh, what's their name? Spice Girls.
Okay.
Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Salt and Pepper.
What year was that?
I don't remember that one.
Were they not a thing? Were they with? Who was with Snoop Dogg? Wasn't there a girl singing with Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Mary J. Blige. Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Dr.
Why did
Dre.
I think that was anyone else?
Dr. Dre. And, I mean, yeah, she was old.
I didn't think that one was good. Yeah. And I like a lot of those guys. But I didn't think it was good. And all them? Yeah, I didn't think it.
I mean, yeah, I
don't know why. I was thinking the song "Push It" real good.
Yeah, I think the halftime shows, dude, are just they draw away from the game. Okay,
they do, and on top of it,
most of these guys, right?
It's not a game.
They're only normally in the locker room for 25 minutes, right? Then they come back out. Halftime shows for Thanksgiving and whatever, dude, they take longer. You got to set it all up. You got to take it all down. I know there's a probably 50, 60 people running out there to set it all up, but you still got to set it all up. And you got to take it all down.
And you got to perform.
And you got to perform
however long they were scheduled to.
Yeah.
But it takes away from the game, like you said.
Yeah.
And on top of it, let's say you're down by 14 in halftime, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I gotta get back in this mindset, that I want to go back out there.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to go back out there. And then you're getting completely iced out for like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you go back out there, you're like, fuck, this is like a brand new game now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the competition falls down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, consistency, that starts falling away and everything because you're like, oh, man, we just got into jail right before halftime. And then, bam, now you're in the locker room for 45 minutes. You come back out, you're like, fuck, what were we doing?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of stupid. It takes away from the game.
Yeah.
They should do it before the game.
That's what they do have. They have shows before the game. Like outside the stadium, they normally have like artists out there performing. Really? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like, I love the Super Bowl, okay? It's just like it's becoming too big for its own shoes type shit.
I feel like it just
and the halftime show, like majority of people, that's the only reason they watch the game. Which I get it, you're trying to draw more people in, okay? But it's taken away from the game. It's making it weaker.
Makes like the actual football fans pissed, probably.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, not like Rihanna. I thought she did a good job, but
she did. But
it's weird. That's a weird pick.
Yeah. But
when I think football, I don't think of Rihanna.
Yeah.
I honestly think of waiting all day for a Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
Yeah, Faith Hill and whoever does it now, Carrie Underwood.
Carrie, I believe.
Yeah, Faith Hill used to do it. Carrie Underwood. But it's just tough to. I don't even know what they would replace it with, right? Because you want to have something there to fill that time when everybody's watching the Super Bowl. But
it makes sense why they do it.
I mean, but it doesn't make sense for the Thanksgiving though.
No.
Like they just started doing that probably 5 years ago. Okay, they never used to do it. And then Big Sean did it a couple years ago. He's from Detroit.
That one makes sense.
But Jack Harlow didn't really. I mean,
I was excited to watch that, and I was like, "Holy fuck, he's trash live." Dude, I've never been to one of those concerts.
Yeah, and majority of them are. They got their mics they got the auto tune and shit in it. That makes them sound better.
The Dolly Parton one, she didn't really have a lot out there. She was just singing. She's literally singing 3 songs. It was 9 minutes long. That's fine. Right? But obviously, if you get some big name artist for a Super Bowl, they're going to want more than 9 minutes. Right?
Yeah, I think it's 17 they get. But, it's 17 of the 30 you're technically supposed to be in halftime. But that's also running off the field, running back on the field. But then you like you said, set it up, clean it up. That's more than 30 minutes by that time.
Yeah.
Because, there's no way you're getting it done that fast.
And then also the Super Bowl is kind of like a Where's Waldo for celebrities. I feel like everybody does this with the NBA Finals too, but in the Super Bowl, every big name celebrity is there.
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh my God, this person's on the stage. Oh my God. It's like the Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
But it's just one time a year versus now Taylor Swift's like half the year.
Yeah.
But, that's annoying as shit too. They want to watch the game.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like the Eagles game, the Eagles-Bills game, right? They're playing whatever, and then they go up there like, oh, look, there's Bradley Cooper up there. Motherfucker, I know he's an Eagles fan. Everybody that's watched Eagles games, he's there all the time, okay? We don't need to see him every time
he's there again? Oh, my God.
We don't need to see him every time he's there.
It's like he goes to every one.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's just terrible. Some of the stuff, right? They just happens during games. You got bad calls and you got shit like that.
Bad calls this year, man.
Dude, these refs, dude. I don't know what they've been doing.
We had a lot of bad calls on us last week too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we would have won because of them, but there's a lot of bad calls.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a ton of bad calls this year. You know, they go like super extreme one way, then they'll go super extreme the other way.
I know.
They can't meet in the middle. They can't be like, that's a roughing the passer. That's not a roughing the passer, okay? I get it.
Did you see the Bears-Vikings on Monday? The Bears racked up so many. They had 3 penalties back to back to back.
Yeah.
They were like 30-25.
That dude got his helmet ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, he's got a penalty on him.
And then he said taunting. They said taunting for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's so dumb. Dude got his helmet ripped off.
He's holding it up, and they're like, taunting. He's holding up his thing to the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? What's he supposed to do?
They're in Minnesota. What is that? What is he doing? He's taunting the Minnesota Vikings fans? How's that possible?
Oh, did you see that one guy? I think it was an interception, and he got the ball and was doing the skull clap after the Bear intercepted it. Did you see that?
Oh, dude, no, that's awesome.
I was like, holy shit, they're gonna kill him.
I love when players do that. They like taunt the fans. Yeah, it is awesome.
The crowd just erupted whenever he did it.
There's just like stuff they do, right?
You're just pushing their buttons. They're pissing them off. It's kind of like disrespectful as shit too, but it's funny to watch.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy watching. You know, I enjoy watching the players have fun and stuff. And you know,
I do too. Like even though we lost to the Ravens, Zay Flowers, both of his touchdown dances are pretty good. I gotta admit.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
I didn't watch the second one. I was asleep, but the first one.
His name's Flowers. He threw the bouquet back.
I get that.
That's so fun. It's original. I like it.
Yeah, I just think there's been a lot of
good ones.
There's been so many good ones over the years, like, you know, iconic ones from, because like there was a
Ocho Cinco.
You don't know this, Gage, but there was a time frame. There was like a 5-year, 3 or 4 year window where you couldn't celebrate when you got a touchdown in the NFL.
You get fined or what?
You get a penalty.
Really?
Instantly. If you start doing anything, they penalize you.
That takes the fun out of it.
Because people were going too excessive, right? Like, because, you know, Steve Smith and Terrell Owens, they were like competing one year, and Chad Johnson was in there. They were all 3 competing every time they got a touchdown. They would just go and do something random, like Chad Johnson one year. He had a Hall of Fame jacket. It said Hall of Fame. Question mark. Yeah.
And then he got the sombrero.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Then, you know, Steve Smith did the little rowboat thing. He was out there rowboating and all that stuff. Then you had
I love watching those, man.
Dude, Joe Horn. This was before those. Joe Horn one time, dude, scored a touchdown. He had one on each end, okay, because he didn't know if he was going to score and what end he was going to score, okay. He scored a touchdown, went over, pulled the little the cushion around the the field goal up.
Yeah.
Had a flip phone down there. He called somebody. He said he was like, you know, calling somebody, whatever. You know, Randy Moss, right against us one year. He scored a touchdown. And he acted like he was pissing on our logo, right? It was just cool. Like Terrell Owens that one year, running out to the middle of the Dallas Cowboys, holding his hands up like this, you know, saying he's the star of the show type shit. Like, and then one of the Cowboys players laid him out.
Dude, you probably already know this, but the Juju Smith-Schuster thing, when he was dancing on, I can't remember what team it was. He was dancing on one of their things, like a TikTok dance that he was doing. And then in that game, they fucking laid him out.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what team they were playing against.
Oh, dude, yeah. People get pissed like that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're disrespecting their team and everything? Oh, yeah.
Dude, they destroyed him.
Yeah, they did.
He fumbled, too, because of it. He got hit so hard.
Yeah.
God, he's trash, dude, now.
Dude, yeah. I don't understand. He's younger. But, what's going on, guys?
I don't know what the hell that was.
Back on to Milk Talk.
We had a special guest in the audience. Some bug. I don't fucking know what it was.
Yeah.
But it's dead now.
We took it out. And it's gone.
Taken out. But you know what else you can take out? The subscribe button. Just go down there and click it. It'll be gone because you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. We appreciate it, guys. And, you know, this probably wraps up the episode of Milk Talk.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite celebration is, favorite NFL moment.
Yeah.
Why you like your team, what team you like.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd like to hear, what teams you guys like.
Absolutely.
And why you chose them. Because everybody has their own reasons, right? Like,
yeah, mine's kind of stupid, but at the same time,
yeah,
I like what I like.
Yeah, he chose them. The LA Olympics, he chose those guys.
Aaron, if you're still watching, first off, die. If you're still watching, Aaron, let me know why you're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Yeah.
And he's very adamant that I'm trash and he's the best Giants fan in the world.
Yeah, well, tell Gage why you're a Packers fan.
Yeah, go ahead, Stubby.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is Cody a Broncos fan?
I don't know. Maybe because Peyton Manning went there?
I know why, like, most Colts fans are around, because we live in Indiana. That's why they're Colts fans, right? They're their home team, like Jimmy and all of them, right? But I don't know why, Jake and all of them, I don't know why they're Bears fans. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if you guys let us know down below.
Yep.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.